To your right, on a clear day, along the Mediterranean coastline, the communities of the Krayot, Akko, Nahariya, and the white cliffs of Rosh Hanikra can be seen. This site is called Stella, meaning sea star. The Spanish honorary consul gave the site its name while celebrating the establishment of the nearby lighthouse in 1928. The Carmel Mountains is full of traditions related to Elijah the prophet, touching believers from the Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and Druze religions. In the Book of Kings, the area is described as follows. King Ahab gathered the prophets at Mount Carmel, and Elijah came near to all the people. Elijah is characterized as a fundamentalist, a loner, and a creator of miracles. These characteristics made him a compelling figure for believers of many religions. Christians see a similarity between Elijah and Jesus, mainly based on the belief that they both did not die, but are rather living spirits, attributed as having active roles on behalf of their people. At the foot of the hill below us is the Cave of Elijah, a walking trail starting from the parking lot, descending through carob and gum trees, takes you to Elijah's cave. From the 12th century, the Catholic Carmelite order has been present here. Its members see themselves as followers of the prophet Elijah. The Carmelite monks settled in caves along the mountain range, but were forced to return to Europe when the Crusaders' kingdom collapsed. Only in the 17th century were they allowed to return. Their monastery became famous at the end of the 18th century when Napoleon passed through this region on his way from Egypt to conquer the city of Akko. Napoleon established a military hospital inside the monastery for his soldiers, many of which suffered from various epidemics. Failing to conquer Akko, Napoleon retreated to Egypt, leaving his sick soldiers behind. In front of the monastery, there is a monument in memory of these soldiers, built in the shape of a pyramid, symbolizing their journey from Egypt. Abdallah, the Muslim governor of Akko, destroyed the monastery in 1821. Only in 1836 was the impressive building we see today built. The monastery was built over a cave where Elijah prophesied. According to the Jewish belief, this cave is connected to Elisha, who was a student of Elijah. Since then, the building has served as a hostel for pilgrims coming to the Holy Land. The presence of the monastery has helped in the growth of the Christian community in Haifa. The Carmelite order changed from a handful of persecuted monks to a respectable institution deeply rooted in Haifa. Nearby is an Israeli naval base. During the British Mandate, it served as the headquarters for the British Army in Haifa. There, the British operated a radar system to track illegal Jewish immigrant vessels. As a result of a brave operation by the Palmach, the pre-state military organization of the Jewish community, this activity was brought to an end. Below you, on the bottom of the hill, are the Clandestine Immigration and Naval Museum and the National Maritime Museum. The Naval Museum exhibit spans the maritime history of Israel, from the pre-state illegal immigration into the country at the time of the British Mandate through the history of Israel's Navy, from its inception to the present time. The National Maritime Museum exhibits 5,000 years of seamanship in various aspects, opening a window to understanding subjects such as merchant and marine transportation from the past to the present.
Yes.
A visit
I
to
think
both
in
museums
5 minutes
is highly recommended.
I think it's about 5 minutes.
Looking towards the east, to your right, the Haifa port can be seen. Theodor Herzl, the father of modern Zionism, envisioned Haifa to be the main harbor of the Jewish state, but actually it was only built in 1933 during the British Mandate. The harbor has served as the main access gate for Jewish immigrants from all over the world through different time periods of immigration who came to settle and establish the State of Israel. By the seashore below you spreads the neighborhood of Bat Galim. This area includes Rambam Hospital and the Technion Medical School, both of which you can see from here. This Millie's Beauty Spot system was established in honor of Millie Rosenblatt on her 80th birthday. Millie and her husband Paul settled in Israel in 1980 from the United States and chose Haifa as their hometown. This audio explanation system expresses their love of the city and their desire to share its breathtaking views, its history, and its vision with the residents of Haifa, the citizens of Israel, and with tourists from around the world. This project was established in cooperation